I want to die. Crystal, don't cry because I want to die. The whole shop freaks out. They call the police. The police arrest him, and he's devastated.
What's the charge?
Harassment, and she's freaking him out.
Street.
So
what if if his back was to the salon? It's not harassment.
He called her out personally.
All he had to do was turn a quarter to his left, and he's in the clear. And he really is crazy.
He's crazy, and they know him in the neighborhood because he's crazy. He's been arrested a bunch. Most
crazy
of the time,
rhymes with crazy.
Most of the time, he's been arrested for his own safety. Like he'll do some stupid shit. But he writes this song. They arrest him, and he can't get over it. He's devastated. He's like, I don't understand what I did. All I did was write a love song for this woman.
I'm with him. What's his name?
His name's Gary DeMemo.
I'm with Gary DeMemo.
Call him Gary 7. That's what he calls himself. And
oh, wait a minute. Time out.
That's what he calls himself.
Why?
We have no idea. He's never told us why. He doesn't have an answer for it.
Like, I know Tony V, the comic Tony, my wife calls him Anthony 5 because V would be 5. So maybe there's something in it. DeMemo?
Yeah.
Maybe somehow that looks like a D-E-M.
D-I-M-E-M-M-O. D-I-M-E-M-M-O. Maybe it is 7 letters in DeMemo.
There you have it. I just cracked the code on Gary.
Yeah, you talk crazy, man.
Crazy rhymes with crazy.
So he gets arrested. He's devastated, and he has to go to court for this. And all of us, me and my cousins, like, we got to go to court to watch this. Like, this is going to be awesome.
You guys are jerks.
So we drive all the way across the city.
Hey, do you want to get a lawyer? No. Let's spend that money on new clothes for ourselves for court so we can heckle. And you guys are sitting there going, Chrissy, don't cry, I'm going to die. Chrissy, don't cry, I'm going to die.
We didn't even need to. So we show up to court, and it's his turn, and the judge has him get up, and he comes up, and she's like, would you like to say anything on your behalf? And he's like, yeah, I would. And we're like, yes. And his mother, who's my grandmother's sister, my Aunt Marguerite, sitting there, his 3 kids and me, we're all watching this. And he's like, I don't understand what I did wrong. All I did was, get a haircut, and I wrote her a love song, and I played it for her. And it was a female judge, and she says, all right, well, would you like to tell me the lyrics of your song? He's like, yeah. And he starts singing in court, Chris, I love you. Chris, I need you. And she's here, and he's like, Chris, don't cry because I want to die. And the judge is like, okay, all right, okay. All right, so here's what's going to happen, Mr. DeMemo. You are not allowed within a certain amount of feet of her or whatever, the restraining order. And then as they're getting ready to let him go, she goes, oh, wait a second. And she looks down. She's like, there's a warrant out for your arrest. And he's like, what? And it's an old charge that mistakenly was not taken off the books. So they're cuffing him right there. They're taking him, and he's freaking out. He's like, what the hell's going on? Why am I going to jail? My aunt stands up. And in Baltimore, everyone says, hun. And she's like, no, hun, we dropped those charges. And that judge looked at her and it's like, you will address me as your honor, not hun. He's going to jail, man. And we laughed our ass off. He's devastated, screaming while they're taking him back. It's an awesome day. What was the charge?
Like he probably threatened to kill your aunt?
No, what happened was he used to take cabs to my aunt's house late at night and then just get out and not pay. And the cabbie would always, make my aunt come down and pay. And he didn't. One night they didn't do it, so he threw a brick through their storm glass window. They had him arrested, released him, dropped the charges, but that charge just never came off the record. It was something stuck.
Aren't you surprised more people don't just walk out of cabs?
Yeah.
And you watch in any movie. When a person gets to their destination in a cab, they get out of the cab, walk around the other side to the driver's side to pay him through the window. Try that next time you're in Manhattan. Walk out of the cab. He'll run you over when you're in front. You fucking pay me, motherfucker.
You've lived in New York. I have not lived in New York. Have you ever had a female cab driver?
Yeah.
How many? How many?
Half dozen.
In your life, though,
probably.
Of all the cabs you've taken, maybe 6 women.
I'll say 10 in 20 years.
20 years of cabbing.
It's rarer is just a white American cab guy. Not like old Russian Jew with an accent.
Like Tom Smith.
Or like Tom Segura, like, hey, man.
Just seeing him.
Just a guy. I
think it's probably more common that people look like Tom Segura's cab drivers, but not actual Tom Segura.
That's my boy, man. That's my boy.
I told him that you guys are best friends.
Me and Tommy?
Yeah.
You got goddamn right. He's my best friend. But when you see like a white cab driver, you like kind of lean forward, like and you read his name, and his name will be like,
Larry,
David McMurtry, and you're like, what's going on? Like, what happened in your life? Like, it's never like, well, obviously the guy just wants to make a ton of dough, just riding a cab 10 hours. He likes this, like Attell, for example, he would love that. Like, he would love to go from like 7 at night to 7 in the morning, just alone, cruising the streets. He would love to be like a trucker. He loves the solitude. And like, you don't have to talk to anybody. Just put the money through that stupid slot. And like, if you're from like Bangladesh and you're like, I get it. Which always fascinates me. Like, our country's at 10% unemployment. The entire Bangladeshi and Syrian population, they got the fucking cabs and limos on lockdown. You go to JFK and there's 400 cabs gridlocked just waiting to pick your out of work ass up and take you to your youth hostel because you can't afford any place else to stay. I got 5 uncles. 2 of them are unemployed, but thank God the guy that took me to Imus in the morning. Yes, I've been here by 8 months. 8 month, enjoy. Enjoy. Like, fucking can't even speak. Smells like goat. You had a cab story?
I feel like every white Caucasian dude cab driver I've ever had has offered me drugs 30 seconds into the cab ride. Really? In Vegas especially. And I've noticed Vegas is all white dudes in their 40s who are like, hey man, you trying to party? New York City though? White dude equal. I knew cab drivers who like sold pot, and that's why they had medallions, because they would like get to drive around and shit. So those were the white dude cab drivers.
In Vegas does have a lot of white cab drivers. That's got to be the worst gig in the world.
You know what? You're right about
Everyone
that.
getting into your cab is having a better time.
You have to. Yeah.
It's not like in New York where it's like, oh my God, it's raining. Thank God you have a warm, dry cab. You saved my ass. I'm outside the New York Public Library for like 10 minutes. I walk all the way down to 35th Street, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just walk. And then you come around the corner. It's, you saved my life. No, in Vegas, it's just,
throwing up.
Come off of her labia. You motherfucker. Hey, you ever see tits like this? Look at this, you fucking prick. If we fight, I'll fucking kill you. I'll choke you. Hey, you know what? Keep the change. You're all right. And then they give like a big, like, that's your whole life. That's your whole life.
Between casinos.
Ugh. You go to Vegas a lot?
I don't go a lot. I just went recently. I was there for like 5 days. It was 5 days too much.
It's hard.
A weekend is all I really care about for Vegas. It's too much.
It's kind of like Chuck E. Cheese to a kid. Like when you get your kids back from Chuck E. Cheese, they're drooling, like they can't talk, they just need a nap. Or like the baby. I'll take Meredith to Ralph's only because they get the shopping cart with the little stroller part, the little seat on top, and he just looks around at the boxes of Tide and the sun-kissed bottles, and he just bugs orange. He just loves it so much. Maybe Christy was like a prophecy person, and she was calling Meredith's favorite color in advance.
You know what we should do?
What?
For Aunt Christy? We should stage a real horror movie for her. We should we should let her be the star of her own horror movie and take her to like an old TB hospital in Jersey and set
we
it all up.
We live in a crazy house, but we ain't crazy.
Did you have a great BMX bike?
Yeah, I did.
Don't you miss that thing?
My first one, my dad wasn't going to spend a lot of money. It was a Team Murray. That was the first one.
My dad made my bike in the garage from parts from my sister's bike.
I'm like, this doesn't have freewheel.
And he put no freewheel brakes.
The
where
brakes
when
you pedal backwards.
And it said on the crossbar, which was a girl crossbar, in letters that you put on your mailbox, John Mohr, like my name, JONMOHR. And I'm just riding around on this stupid bike with a girl seat. Because we had no money, and we never went on vacation. However, when everyone was out of the house, my father bought a fucking $400,000 yacht. I'm like, you asshole!
With the money he saved on your girl's bike.
I bought them a Mercedes S500 back in the day, like the LCS days, last comic days. You put them up nice, and it's like, man, I can't unload this yacht. Like, that was their big problem. They couldn't sell the yacht. And I'm like, and then I finally see pictures of it, and all the pictures they would send were like pictures inside the little galley. So you don't know, just people sitting at a little table. Then finally I saw like a picture of the actual boat from the outside. I'm like, oh my God. It was great. Like you and I could sail from here. We go to like Cabo San Lucas in this thing. Like, just bring foot like crazy huge.
I love it. Did you?
But hold on, about your bike. I think back to my BMX bike, the way like old cowboys think about their favorite horse that they had to put down. Like I'm like, oh God, that red line bike with the blue wheels.
My brother had a red line. I had mongoose. I had a mongoose.
I had a mongoose too.
I wanted a hutch. I really wanted a hutch, but they were expensive.
You were better off not getting a hutch. Mongoose was the way to go.
Yeah, I liked mongoose.
And did you jumped a lot of stuff?
Ramp to ramp, everything.
Ramp to ramp?
Yeah,
we never did ramp to ramp.
Come on, you never did ramp to ramp
with a picnic bench, and then we would lay kids down.
Yeah,
and you didn't want to be the kid on the end, so you'd kind of roll over on top of the other kid. And then the other kid, when you were in the air, would push you off of him further than when he was laying. So you had to really go far because you didn't want to kill the kid and have to explain it to him.
I can't believe, like, I think about kids today, and I honestly can't believe we made it past 16. Just with no skateboarding. I mean, we used to go down hills with no helmet, no anything, and we just used to fly down hills.
With ski gloves, we used to box on the roof of my garage, and the rule was you can't hit above the nipples. And we used to box, and you lost by sliding off the garage onto the lawn. Like, that's how you lost. Like, and sometimes kids, like, you break your back.
Yeah. You break your neck.
Just
over that.
Oh, my God. And I wrote this in, I think this is in No Wonder My Parents Drank. Like, you're so afraid about your kid coming into contact with perverts. We were all riding our bikes through Caldwell, and there was a Dunkin' Donuts on Bloomfield Avenue, and we were going through the parking lot. There was like 5, 6 of us, like a little convoy of BMX bike guys, and there was a guy in his car jerking off, and we followed him. And when he was at a red light, we would bang on his car and go, "Hey!" And then we would pull, some of us wearing sweatpants. We'd pull our sweatpants down and show him our assholes.
What?
And go, "Ah!" And then now he's trying.
Now he's jerking off faster.
No, now he's trying to get away from us because we're obviously tops. Like he's freaked out. There's like 7 11-year-olds following him like, "Yeah, I bet you want some of this," like pointing to our tiny holes, and we're showing him our dicks like, "You got a problem. We're just crazy." And I remember he was in a Chevy Celebrity.
He definitely was a celebrity.
He was in a Chevy. He drove that little 2-seat Chevy Celebrity, and we followed him from Caldwell halfway up Bloomfield Avenue, and then he eventually just went up a hill or something and lost.
Imagine that guy's pain because he wanted what you were offering. He just had to get away from it.
We knew it.
Yeah.
That's why we offered it.
Oh,
we didn't offer it like, he probably doesn't want this, but I'll take a flyer
he
on
wanted
this
that
one.
Shit.
You want this.
Running from what he wanted.
Like, we didn't go like, "Oh my God, he's jerking off." We were like, "Hey, come back. This guy's jerking off." And we surrounded his car like he was Reginald Denny. And we were like 8 Trey Crips, like just surrounded his rig. Like, "Yeah, if you come out, we will fuck the shit out of you."
Oh my God.
And he just ran from us. So you're going back to Baltimore. So you're going back to Baltimore. Mm-hmm. You like going home? Family's good to you?
Yeah, I like going home. I do. I enjoy Baltimore. It's a fun city. Have you been?
Yeah, I like the water. I got to tell you, you're a huge Ravens fan.
I am.
And I'm a huge Jets guy, and they're Jekyll and Hyde, the Jets. It's such dog shit. Like, I knew that Philly was going to blow them out. I knew it. And then, like, 45 points, you get hung on you. Like, the number 7 defense, whatever. But
we just had 34 put on us.
On the Ravens?
Yes. Yeah,
here's the thing. If the Ravens are the only team, I dig the 49ers. Like, that's my NFC team, I guess. But the Ravens, like, if I lived in Baltimore, I might be like a guy that, like, paints his body. Like, I'd be one of those crazy people. Like, I love those birds, man. I love Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. I love T. Sizzle.
Yeah.
Ray Rice from Rutgers. That's my boy. That's my homie from New Jersey, man.
We have a good squad, man. We have a good
Ray
team.
Rice, if it wasn't professional football, he'd be in jail.
You think?
You ever hear him being interviewed?
Mm-hmm.
He's close to just, like, shivving, like, the interviewer at any moment.
I love Ray Rice.
Pitta, your new tight end.
Love Dennis Pitta.
I love your whole team.
Ed Dixon's starts ahead over Pitta, but they're both really good. We have.
And you guys were the first team on Hard Knocks, weren't you?
Yep.
Now those guys that got cut on Hard Knocks, like one guy's name was like Alabama or something.
I don't know.
Birmingham. There was some defensive end. They were like, and Brian Billick, who I don't know why hasn't coached again.
I think he's waiting for the right opportunity. It's got to be the right team. Why would you come in and go down to a Miami or something like that if he's got a ring? He can pick.
You ever been to Miami?
Not my adult life. No, as a
It's
kid.
the drunkest place you've ever. It makes Vegas look like Amish country, bro.
Yeah, I want to.
It is scary. I remember I was out there doing.
So he gets arrested. He's devastated, and he has to go to court for this. And all of us, me and my cousins, like, we got to go to court to watch this. Like, this is going to be awesome.
You guys are jerks.
So we drive all the way across the city.
Hey, do you want to get a lawyer? No. Let's spend that money on new clothes for ourselves for court so we can heckle. And you guys are sitting there going, Chrissy, don't cry, I'm going to die. Chrissy, don't cry, I'm going to die.
We didn't even need to. So we show up to court, and he doesn't have an answer for it.
Like, I know Tony V, you know, the comic Tony, my wife calls him Anthony 5 because V would be 5. So maybe there's something in it. The memo?
Yeah.
Maybe somehow that looks like a D-E-M.
D-I-M-E-M-M-O. D-I-M-E-M-M-O. Maybe it is 7 letters in the memo.
There you have it. I just cracked the code on Gary.
Yeah, you talk crazy, man.
Crazy rhymes with crazy.
He's been arrested a bunch. Most
crazy
of the time,
rhymes with crazy.
Most of the time, he's been arrested for his own safety. Like he'll do some stupid shit. But he writes this song. They arrest him, and he can't get over it. He's devastated. He's like, I don't understand what I did. All I did was write a love song for this woman.
I'm with him. What's his name?
His name's Gary DeMemo.
I'm with Gary DeMemo.
Call him Gary 7. That's what he calls himself. And
oh, wait a minute. Time out.
That's what he calls himself.
Why?
We have no idea. He's never told us. It's his turn, and the judge has him get up, and he comes up, and she's like, you know, would you like to say anything on your behalf? And he's like, yeah, I would. And we're like, yes. And his mother, who's my grandmother's sister, my Aunt Marguerite, sitting there, his 3 kids and me, we're all watching this. And he's like, I don't understand what I did wrong. All I did was, you know, get a haircut, and I wrote her a love song, and I want to die. Crystal, don't cry because I want to die. The whole shop freaks out. They call the police. The police arrest him, and he's devastated.
What's the charge?
Harassment, and she's freaking him out.
Street.
So
what if if his back was to the salon? It's not harassment.
He called her out personally.
All he had to do was turn a quarter to his left, and he's in the clear. Man, he really is crazy.
He's crazy, and they know him in the neighborhood because he's crazy. He's